What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I've got a short outdoor climbing video for you guys. I was busy graduating so I didn't have a whole lot of time to film a session, but next video should be at a pretty cool gym, so stay tuned for that and let's get right on into the video. Alright, so after warming up on probably the hardest V4 ever, I started working on this V8 here, and it took a little to get this attempt because a bunch of the holds on the start were really bad and slopey and it was like super tensiony. But then once you get here, you get up to this like left hand pretty good crimp, but then the right hand is really bad and like the left foot is super far, so it's really hard to generate for the next move. And this is the best attempt I got for the day, just since I was already running low on skin. After that I moved on to some lead, which was right next to the bouldering, which is pretty cool. I decided to warm up on this 511. It started out pretty chill. It was mostly on your feet for the start, so not a whole lot of using your hands. The second half got a bit harder because the angle is a little steeper, but the holds are still pretty good. They were kind of hard to find, and some of the moves got a little bigger, especially since there wasn't a whole lot of like feet at the top, but it was still a really good warm-up and a fun climb. Next it was on to the main project of the session. This is Ride the Lightning. It's a 513B/C, I think. I tried to get a cool drone shot. You can kind of see where the climb goes by looking at the chalk on the holds and the draws. You can see a bit of how overhanging it is. It starts off on this little no-hand slab and then kind of traverses over to the right on some decent hands and feet. And then you can get a little shakeout here, and then once you start to get a little higher, the holds get pretty good, but like the feet just become basically non-existent, because right after that little rest was the first crux for me, because there's only like one little super small foot, and then the next hand holds are really small crimps, and you have to do this kind of committee move to a pretty good pocket, but it's still a little scary and took me a little to figure out the move. What I figured out to be able to do the move was I just really had to trust the right foot a lot and reach as far as I could for the hold and just like really commit for it. And as you can see, I still held on even though my feet cut, because the pocket's really good, and you can also get a little shake out there. After that was the next crux, where you really had to put a lot of weight on your feet because the holds were pretty bad, and you have to like lock off pretty hard on the right hand and then bump the left up to the next decent crimp. And then the next move was pretty committing to another big pocket, but I was pretty much out of skin by this point, so it hurt pretty bad, and I just kind of half committed for the move, and that was the farthest I got on the climb this session, but I know I can definitely do it next session. Hope you guys enjoyed and are excited for the banger video next week. Please leave a like and subscribe.